Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. I am Nelson, you're watching Nature Nell, and if you're brand new to my channel, welcome aboard. Please don't forget to hit that subscribe button. You'll be helping me greatly, especially when I'm out here melting in the sun for you guys. It's a beautiful day in Florida, but it's really hot. But I got a really special treat. I've had so many things like in the back burner that I've been wanting to show you. There's a lot of blooms that are happening in September. There's a haul, there are gifts, and there are unboxings. There's so much to share today. So I'm not going to be too chatty, so that way I can use the time wisely to show you guys what I have in there. So without further ado, let's go look at some blooms. Let's go unbox. Let me show you that haul. All right, everyone, we're going to start inside my workshop. Now, for you guys who are just tuning in for the first time, this is my workshop, and it's become another nursery because, as you can see, the ceiling or the roofing is made out of that clear but not really clear plastic roofing. And so the sun is right there hitting directly to it, so it diffuses the light and it creates a beautiful atmosphere or environment for the orchids. And unbeknownst to me, I didn't think they were going to do so well in here, but they're doing really, really good. The leaves are not damaged because of the weather or the rain. So the vandas are loving it. Everything seems to spike and bloom. So it's really good. I do keep a fan here. I have it off now because it's just too loud. But, excuse me. I'm trying to deal with this heat, and without the fan now, I'm feeling it. But anyway, I've been putting a lot of things in here, and everything is very well placed. Like nothing is on top of anything, even though on film it may look that way, but it is not. I have everything, you know, as separated as possible. I had to put all my slipper orchids here. Well, not all of them. I have a couple inside the terrace, but I had to put them here because it was getting a lot of water. And I don't think they like that. You know, they like to be very wet, but not to stay wet. And I already started seeing some leaves browning. All right, guys, so let's start. I'm gonna start with Maria. Maria was a home visit I recently did, which she has a spectacular collection. And as you guys know, she gave me this dendrobium, which I showed it in the What's in Bloom, I believe. I think I showed it already, yes. But anyways, either way, look at that beauty. They're finally all open. When I first showed it, I think that I was, some of them were not open yet. It's really, really pretty. Come on, focus. It's not hot yet. I just started. So anyway, she gave me this dendrobium. Now I would put the name under. I did write a list today because I didn't want to forget anything, but I ended up organizing everything together. So as always, I'll put it under. Now this was another dendrobium that Maria gave me. She gave me a long cutting. I don't know if you guys saw in the video, it was laying there on the table. So I divided them all and placed them in this terracotta pot. And it seems to be really liking it because from the moment, from the time that she gave it to me till now, it's opened up a lot more. So she's really liking it. Again, I don't remember the name of this one. I will try to edit it in. And I will also put a picture inset of, if it's not there already, of the flower. It is gorgeous, and I'll show you what hers looks like in the yard. The mother plant, it's massive, and she has it in full sun. But she says, you know, when you start them off, you don't want to put them full sun. You want to like acclimate them. So this is like the perfect space to acclimate. It's very humid. The temperature is slightly warmer in the winter and cooler in the summer. It's a great balance. Now, this is another plant that was given to me here. Let me take it out. By Maria. It has nothing to do with orchids, but look at the leaves. And it has a beautiful, beautiful red flower. It already fell off, but it has a beautiful little red flower. Now, this is very sensitive to cold. And so I'm gonna start keeping all the sensitive cold plants either in here or in my house. And this one is a Epicea cupreata. Epicea cupreata. It's really pretty. I love that leaf. But she says that, you know, one cold snap and it'll go. All right, so let me see, what else do I have? Oh, I have this one. See, I have to like do these little chains, long chains, and then hang one on top of the other because I don't have space anymore. Not until we build the next greenhouse. So this is that same flower, but in yellow. This is the yellow one. And it's a keiki from hers. Now this wood, she didn't bring it like this. She just brought the keiki. I put this in here. This is actually from the Orchid Supply store. And I have a bunch of mini pieces of wood that Ken sent me. And I love them. Look at these. If you guys are interested in these, just check him out online. It's the Orchid Supply store. And you can use a discount code NatureNell to get yourself a little discount there. But they have great mounts. And this is a great solution when you have cuttings or divisions. They do really, really well on these mounts. Now, that's all I have from Maria. She gave me, I think, like 5 gifts, which is very generous of her. So thank you, Maria. I love my gifts. Oh, wait. I knew it was one more. I was like, wait a minute. I could have sworn there was one more. She came by my house on Monday, paid me a visit, and gave me this. Look at this, how gorgeous this is. I love this. Now, I think I may have something very similar or the same. But the funny thing is, I was telling Terry at the fair over this weekend that I wanted another red orchid on Sunday because I saw these red Vanda. I saw these beautiful red Vandas from, I think their name is Aurora Orchids or Aurora. They were the first vendors I showed at the Mounts Garden Plantapalooza video. And they had something like this outside. These flowers were a little bit smaller. And I was like, I want that. I want another red one. And Monday, Maria shows up with this as a gift. Isn't this great? And a beautiful card. Thank you, Maria, so much. You're so generous. She's very happy with the video, by the way. She's reading. Guys, she's reading all your comments, but she's not tech savvy. She doesn't do comments and things like that. She doesn't understand any of that. She goes as far as being able to read comments. She says. I told her not to worry, that, she is reading them. She just she doesn't know how to respond and send and do all that stuff. And I'm like, it's fine. So anyways, guys, that is with Maria's bundle or gift haul. Now let me show you something that was gifted to me. It's right down here by Mr. C over this weekend at the show. The Dendrobium Uri Red Splashes. Do you guys remember that beautiful flower? I'll put it there on the inset. When I asked him that I wanted it, he kind of signaled to me like, I have one for you. So it was this one. Look how pretty, how healthy that plant is. Which Terry flipped out because the one I was looking at wasn't for sale. I think that one was actually their sample, that plant. But he had this one on the side for me. Sierra Madre, they are like, I always say they're like, those grandparents that spoil their grandkids. Both Susie and C are always spoiling me. This is beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. This is probably one of the prettiest flowers in the orchid world. Honestly, I was very amazed to see something like that. And now I own it. I'm just so happy. So let's continue with the show, what I got at the show. Now you guys know I got this. The Green Goblin. You guys know I got this because I separated to Rachel over at Gemini. So I got this at Gemini Orchids. And their orchids here, their Vandas, always do so well with me. So I was thinking, I really want this Green Goblin. It's one of those Vandas that I've been after for many years since I saw it in one of Blanca's videos. And I was like, and then I saw it at the Motes show and I didn't take it because it was too small, the one that they had there. A lot of people pick these up quick. So if you don't get their first bids, you're gonna get the scrawny of the pack. But this one has 2 spikes. Second one is just starting to open, so that means these flowers are gonna be here for a while. And of course I put her in here because I don't want anything to damage these flowers. You don't see this Vanda often. And this is from the Motes. Here, let me show you the, where are you, little tag? Oh, I just couldn't with the roots. Hold on, I don't think I'm gonna be able to do this with one hand. What a conundrum. It's coming out. I just don't want to damage the roots. And I haven't even watered today yet, so everything's a little bit dry. Oh, come on, really? The struggle for a tag, right? Oh, no. Oh, second time that happens to that same plant. I'm surprised it's still in one piece. Oh, and look how it lands. Look how funny. Can it land more perfect? And nothing happened to the jar. I always say that I have these very cool, you know what, I'll put you here. I have these cool orchid angels because the things that happen here and the fact, like when I had the storm with all the things, I just put this here only for show. Let's do this here. There we go. Sorry guys, see? Unedited, I'm leaving it in there because we have a lot to do. So anyway, she's fine. She survived. So anyways, the goblin is one that is really, really hard to find nowadays. You can find it at Motes. If you guys go online to the Motes, motesorchids.com, you'll find it there. All right. Right next to it, you also know I got this beauty. I had to. How could I not? This was just, I haven't really seen these. But this is what I'm thinking. I'm thinking of this multiplied times 10 in a couple of years. Think about it, the show that this will have. How gorgeous. And this one is a Dendrobium formosum. Formosum. That's a tongue twister. And it's from Jardino Nursery or GardinoNursery.com. And this was also from the fair, from the Plantapalooza. Very, very pretty flower. I am like, and it's fragrant, by the way. It has a beautiful fragrance. It's soft, it's gentle, just like the color and the petals and everything about this Dendrobium. I am in love. All right, let me see. I don't want to forget anything. I know I'm going to forget something because I always do. Okay, so I got that. I had gotten the thing from C. Oh my God. I can't remember what else I got. I don't think I got anything else. You know what? We'll go along with what's in bloom right now. Now this gorgeous, you know what? Let me see if I can get better light. Yeah. This gorgeous Cattleya. Look at this. Very Hawaiian looking. I had no idea I owned this. This Cattleya went through a lot of trouble. Look how it bloomed. It bloomed on the opposite, which honestly, I don't mind. I kind of like it. And I have another one that bloomed that way too. Now look at the name. YNA Sunburst. I looked for it and nothing is called YNA Sunburst. It's called YNA Starburst. So I think that maybe this was tagged incorrectly. This was from Carib Nursery several years ago. They went out of business. They didn't go out of business. They decided to retire. And I bought this from there, but it had never bloomed. This is the first time, but it did get sick on me. It got, not sick, but it got a lot of like scales and stuff. So I had cleaned it, pressure cleaned it with my hose, very strong pressure right here. Wipe all the leaves down, and then I did have to spray with pesticide several times because it would not go away. But look what it gave me for the very first time. It has a beautiful fragrance. It's moving because it's on that table. It has a beautiful fragrance and incredible tones. Like this whole piece is just breathtaking to me. I couldn't wait to show you guys. That's why she's in here, because the rains were hitting it really, really hard. And I was afraid. Hold on. It's so tight in here and I'm such a tall person. It's amazing that I can walk through here and not knock more things down. I should be knocking everything down because I'm pretty much a giant or bull in a china shop. All right, let's go up here. Oh, I can smell it from here. Do you guys know what this is? I know a lot of you collectors are like, yes, tenebrosa. This is another one that grew on the backside of the wood. And this wood I got, just like the other wood that you just saw, wood mounts, I also got from the Orchid Supply store. Here, let me see. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do this. Here. Laelia tenebrosa. This has been one of my biggest, let me see if I can get better lighting. This has been one of my biggest bucket list flowers or orchids for a very long time. Sorry that it's moving, it's just, I'm doing the best I can here. But look at the colors on this. And I bought this for $25 at the Tamiami Orchid Festival from, I can't remember the name. It was the first and only time I've ever bought from there, but I want to go back because they sell a lot of cuttings, and I'm not big on buying cuttings, but I took a chance on this, and look how much this has grown. It was like, I think like 2.5 leaves, and it's grown all this. It's established itself beautifully on this piece of wood, and it gave me a flower. In less than a year, all this happened, guys. In less than a year. So I've been wanting to get this for a while, but every time I see them, they're so expensive and they're always usually really big. They have like bigger ones. But that's why I couldn't find something cheaper or less expensive. And so I said, you know what? Terry and I think we both bought cuttings from him. I don't know if she bought this. And I took a chance on it, and it was the best chance I've ever taken. I'm so happy. Hold on. Going backwards is a lot more challenging. Now let's go down here. This was a gift from Martin Nursery when I went to go visit him. If you guys have not, and I just put her in this box. I don't have any medium in there. She's just laying on there. But don't worry, guys. Your orchids are fine without medium. You don't really need medium. It's mostly to anchor. Some do need it more, like Phalaenopsis, but like Dendrobiums, Cattleyas, Vandas, they're fine without it. I am gonna put lava rock in there and charcoal. I got 2 bags there. So tell me this doesn't look like a Cattleya. This looks like a Cattleya. It's a beautiful Dendrobium. He told me when he gifted me, he goes, wait until you see the flower on that. It's absolutely beautiful. Excuse me. And so it has these 3 little ones down here, which I love, and this large one here that gave me this nice little spike. But when I saw this thing open, I was like, am I seeing a Cattleya? It is so beautiful. And these 3 kind of are clustered in there. It's funny how they grew so close together. But I can't wait to see these open because these are more separate, so it'll be completely open. That's going to be really nice. All right, what else do we have? What else do we have to show? Well, my Liam Sing, which I spoke to you guys about it, which has now become like the one that everybody wants to get. This one's almost on its way out. That's why you're seeing the little browning and the pink is getting paler. When it's in its prime, the pink, in my last What's in Bloom, I showed it. These are now the ones that everybody's looking for. Because unfortunately, where they grow these, I think it's in, I forgot if he said Philippines or Thailand. Well, anyways, they had a storm and the nursery, I guess, got demolished and it blew away and got rid of all the Liam Sings. So the only thing they have is the ones on the flask. And so that's going to take 5 to 6 years to even start seeing it in the market. So if you see these out there, you take it if you're a collector, because you may not see it again. And I bought this a while back from Ben Young. Here's the name. It's very pretty. All right, let's go outside. Ooh, it's so contrasty. The sun is like, it's early morning. I had to drop off my little kitty Jackson to get his vaccines, and I'll pick him up in a little bit. So I figured let me squeeze in this video. If not, I don't know when I'm going to be able to squeeze it in. So this one is an amazing, amazing, amazing orchid. Let me see. The tag is already, I'm gonna make another tag. Tag is already embedded in there, which is fine. That way I'll know it never goes. So it's a Grammatophyllum Jumbo Grand. And I gotta say, this thing is grand. When this thing, or not this thing, when this beautiful orchid blooms, it shoots out these spikes that are super long, filled with flowers, and they have like a leopard print. Oh my God, it's like a cranberry and yellow, and forget it. I salivate with that flower. It's beautiful. And this comes from none other than Backyard Orchids. And look, it's got a little baby coming out in the back, a new growth. So Backyard Orchids, they've had these. They're the only people I've seen with these. I'm sure other nurseries have them, but I've only seen them with it. And they had this one, and Terry kept on showing it to me, enticing me. So it came home with me, and I can't wait to see this bloom and share it with you guys. Now this one, I was floored. Just the print on this, the beautiful red color, that little yellow detail inside the labellum. You know, this was just a perfect little flower. And you know, when they say 2 for $25, and then both Terry and I liked it, I'm like, you know, it's kind of a no-brainer. You know, I know it's another fowl in the collection, but it's just beautiful. It has beautiful tones. The red is very rich. It almost looks iridescent because you see the red, but then it has violet in here. And then these little freckles are just, I'm here for all those freckles. They're just perfect on this flower. And as a bonus, it's a heavy bloomer. So of course I already planted her in a beautiful little pot, because when I bring them home, if they're in flimsy pots or something like that, I don't like to leave them out too long. Like Terry came home with me from the thing, and I was already potting, and she goes, wow, you're fast. And I go, yeah. Sometimes I don't have the time, but by the most part, if I see that it's going to run the risk of getting damaged, I pot it immediately. So pretty much everything that I have here, I think I've already shown you guys. There's not really any blooms that I haven't shown you from the last What's in Bloom, because it was very recent. The only thing is my queen is starting to bloom again. She had dropped all her blooms, but look, with the heavy rains, she really enjoys these heavy rains. This is the green flash, Dendrobium green flash. And what's great about this Dendrobium is that even though the canes, is this what I think it is? No. Oh, I got scared. I thought it had scales, because I've been very good at cleaning and keeping everything tidy. This one, look at the canes. Look how many spikes it's given. They will, even if the leaves fall out, it'll continue year after year giving you spikes with flowers. So when it's in full bloom, I mean, now it's just starting. This fills up with beautiful little tiny green and cranberry tones. She's gorgeous. She's my queen. That's why she's here. Nobody disturbs her. Of course, I have this beautiful mount here also from Orchid Supply Store. And this one, this is a one from Krull-Smith. It has a beautiful flower. Here's a tag. Leia Bicey. It hasn't bloomed for me in over 2 years. I bought it blooming, but it never bloomed again. I put it on this mount, and it did do well on the mount. As you can see, it's very well established. It's grown a lot. Has beautiful like Rincon stylus type of leaves. It looks very much, the flower, it looks very much like is it Komori? Yeah, the Komori. Komori. All right, guys, let's see. I don't want to take too much time. Oh, I know where we'll go. I think I have some over there. If not, we'll turn this around. Okay, so it is worth it. There's some things here that are blooming. This just opened, which is my Bellina fire shape. I got this over at Tsinghua Orchids during, I think, the Redland Festival with Teresita. Look at what a gorgeous little foul that is. So perfect. In its tone, its color, its shape. Here we go. It's just very pretty. I'm sorry, it's really hot, guys. This one is on its way out. Ooh, I got a dizzy spell. And it's not just hot, it's the extreme humidity. And in here, imagine it's wet in here. So this one's on its way out. This is called a Bulbophyllum Macchianum. And she's in season now. She's giving me, see? This one just got pollinated. Things get pollinated here a lot. There's a lot of bugs and butterflies and bees. This one's on its way out too. This is, it's a bulbophyllum that you never want to smell. That's the name. Wilbur Chang. And then I have my antler dendrobiums that are doing wonderful. Really showcasing themselves beautifully. I have this big spike here that's about to start opening. It's a very pretty flower, dendrobium. It's huge. And oh, Kelly from Orchids in Paradise. She's probably like, I hear my name. This is your yellow splash that you gifted me from one, I think it was just 1 or 2 caves. Well, look at this. I got, this one is new and this one is new. And this is a very, very, very difficult dendrobium to find. We discovered that. And she found only 2 and she sent me 1, which was very generous of her. Because I went crazy. Imagine it's yellow and cranberry. And it's splashed, the yellow with the cranberry. It's just a beautiful flower. And she asked me how it's doing, and look, she is doing beautiful. I always check the back because that's where you can tell if something's going wrong. You know, like these are, I thought these were like bugs, but no, something happened with the heat, so I had to bring it in here. They get heat spots, they get burned. It happens, guys. Look at this. This was a gift from Laz about 2 birthdays ago. Look at that, how beautiful. And I wish it was more bright here. There we go. That's from Krull-Smith. And this is a beautiful, beautiful cross. Now, that's the actual name of the plant. What they call it the Florida rainbow, or Phalaenopsis Florida rainbow. Go in there, I don't want to lose you. And guys, when you see these yellow leaves on the bottom, don't force pull them. If you can pull them like I just did with one hand and it snaps off, it's fine. But the best way to do it, I couldn't do it now. You split them in half here, and then you pull it out. Don't pull the whole leaf. I just did it because I only have one hand and I knew it was ready to come off. So anyways, let's get out of here because it is just way too humid. I can't, I thought I could do it today, but I think I can't. I'm really dizzy. It's just, and I haven't had any water, so. All right, let's turn this puppy around. All right, guys. So for the finale, I'm going to do this unboxing from one of my viewers who was so kind to send me this. Now, if you guys want to check out, I believe she sells gifts. I started following her on Instagram. Her name is Valerie. And she has a company, I think, called Robin Nola Gifts. That's what it says there. So if I'm getting it wrong, I'm sorry. But I'll put her Instagram so you guys can check out her stuff because it's really cool stuff. Very pretty crystals. She has beautiful photography of orchids. So she is sending me, I already know what it is. I won't say it until I open it to surprise you guys. At least somebody's gonna get surprised. Oh, it's so nicely packaged. Look at this. And purple. Did you know purple is like so pretty, so very well packaged. I love it. See, I love when people pay attention to detail. that shows she's a true artist. A true artist would pay attention to every little detail. So anyways, robinnola.com. So you guys can go on her website and check it out. Ooh, I can't wait to see it. I wish I had, but I always forget to bring my scissors. Always. It's a thing. But anyways, my purple is my favorite color. Now I do have favorite colors in different things. Like cranberry and yellow and flowers is my favorite. But it doesn't necessarily mean that those are my favorite colors. My favorite color is purple, but it doesn't necessarily mean that I go around wearing purple all the time. See what I mean? It's just, I had a purple car, purple Camaro, 1973 purple Camaro. So awesome. It was in videos and everything. People would stop me in the street. Beautiful. Look at this. Guys, this is gorgeous. So, I guess I can tell you now what it is. It's a beautiful desk calendar made out of orchids that I believe she photographed herself. I love that it's in a CD case. I love that. Oh, this is so pretty. Look at this, guys. I want to do this right before I show it to you. So, I believe the case becomes the actual. I'm not used to doing stuff in here. This is presentations. This is where I do all mine. So look, the case is the actual calendar. Look at that, how beautiful that is. And then each month goes by, pull it out, and I get to put it in the back. Oh wait, here's January. So there, January 2024. I am in love with this calendar. Thank you so much. This is so awesome. Oh, and I love this. Hold on, I just saw this here. It has a little story about Robin. I wonder why Robin, why does your email say Valerie? I thought your name was Valerie for some reason, but her name is Robin, so I'm sorry for getting that. But this is Robin. And she is which I love, mom and pop business. You know, the small business, I will always have to help out with no interest behind it at all. Trust me, I'm not doing this just, when I found out that she does that, I was like, this is very nice. I want to give her a shout out. But thank you so much for this calendar. I'm going to put this at work on my desk. This is really nice. You know, actually, it looks like one of my art pieces. Because I did a lot of orchid sales. A lot of orchid. So I hope you don't mind. I'm going to read this. I want to share it with my viewers because it's very kind. And I think kind gestures should be acknowledged by a lot of people, not just one person. Appreciation, love for nature. Oh, look, this is her card. How beautiful. Beautiful. The detail in this gift. Beautiful. I'm not going to read it. It's personal, but not that it's personal. I just feel like I should just keep this for myself. But I did want to show you the card because I knew it was going to be an art piece. But it's beautiful. Thank you so much. It's beautifully dedicated. I really love it. Oh, see, you guys, when you do this, this means so much. And the thing is that now when I look at it, you know, I think of this moment recording, I think of her sending me the emails or not the emails, I'm sorry. Now I know why I'm confusing you about somebody else. Instagram, that's how we've been communicating through Instagram. So it just touches my heart when people go out of their ways to do something like this and the whole process behind it to get to this. Very nice. All right, guys, maybe I'll just end it right here. Why go out there and eat? I hope you liked this episode. I'm sure, I don't know how long we went, but I'm sure it's going to be long. And it is what it is, but there's always so much to show, and as you can see right now, things are amping up. There's a lot of shows, and now my new format, as you've noticed, I'm not going to sit here and talk about each show and blah, blah, blah. At the very end, I'll put the posters. So thank you in advance. And with that, I leave you. I am Nelson. You're watching Nature Now. Remember to always. There's nothing green here. You can keep it purple, but in this place, keep it green. See you next time.